Have you ever noticed how some people only remember you when they need something? Have you ever given up your rest, your sleep, your plans, your peace, just to help someone who disappears the moment their problem is solved? If that sounds familiar, this story is for you. Because sometimes life doesn't teach us lessons through failure, it teaches us through people. In a quiet little town surrounded by green fields and old peaceful houses lived a man named Ryan. Everyone knew Ryan. If a bicycle chain broke, people called Ryan. If boxes needed carrying, Ryan was there. If someone felt lonely and needed to talk, they knocked on Ryan's door. And Ryan never said no. He always smiled and replied, "Of course, I'll help." People praised his kindness. They called him generous. They called him good-hearted. But slowly, without realizing it, Ryan's life stopped being his own. His garden stayed unfinished. His windows cracked. His roof needed repair. His own problems stacked higher every day. Yet, instead of fixing his life, Ryan was out fixing everyone else's. Every night he came home exhausted, hands dirty, clothes soaked in sweat. And every night his mother looked at him with tired eyes and asked gently, "Ryan, you help everyone, but who helps you?" Ryan only smiled. "It's okay, Mom. One day people will remember my kindness." But that day never came. One evening, the sky darkened. Heavy winds rushed through the town. A storm was coming. People hurried to protect their gardens, their tools, their homes. Ryan ran out too, but not to save his own things. He rushed to his friend Oliver's house. Oliver's tools were still outside, exposed to the storm. Together they worked fast, covering equipment, dragging boxes into the shed. But while Ryan saved Oliver's belongings, his own garden furniture remained uncovered. His plants were exposed, his wooden boxes left open. Then the storm arrived. Rain poured like it had no end. Wind tore through the streets. When Ryan finally reached home, everything he owned outside was destroyed. He sat on the front steps, rain dripping from his face, staring at the muddy ruin that used to be his peaceful garden. His mother came out quietly and placed a warm towel on his shoulders. "Ryan," she said softly, "tonight you saved everyone's things except your own." For the first time, Ryan had no answer. Something inside him cracked. The next morning, confused and exhausted, Ryan walked to the edge of town. There lived an old retired teacher, Mr. Harris, in a small cottage beside the river. Ryan sat beside him and spoke honestly. "I don't understand what I'm doing wrong," he said. "I help everyone, but I feel empty. I feel tired, not from work, but from people. Why does kindness feel like it's breaking me?" Mr. Harris watched the slow-moving river for a moment, then asked, "Ryan, what does this river do?" "It gives water," Ryan replied. "To trees, to animals, to farms?" Mr. Harris nodded. "And when it rains too much and the river forgets its limits, what happens?" Ryan thought. "It floods," he said quietly. "It destroys everything." Mr. Harris turned to him. "Exactly. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction." Ryan listened as the old man continued. "You are kind, but you have no limits. You believe saying no is wrong, but sometimes saying no is the most honest form of self-respect." Then Mr. Harris gave him a challenge. "For the next 7 days, don't say yes immediately. Pause. Ask yourself, will helping this person cost me my peace, my health, or my growth? If the answer is yes, say, not today." Ryan wasn't sure, but he agreed. The next day, Oliver rushed over. "Ryan, I need help moving a heavy box, please." Ryan looked at his broken fence, something he had ignored for months.
His heart wanted to say yes, but he took a slow breath. "I'm sorry," Ryan said calmly. "Today, I need to fix my own fence. I can help you another time." Oliver stared at him. "You're saying no? You never say no." Ryan nodded. Oliver walked away, clearly upset. Ryan felt guilty, but he stayed. By evening, the fence stood strong, and for the first time in a long time, Ryan felt proud, not for helping someone else, but for helping himself. The next day, neighbors came again. Small favors, quick help. Ryan politely refused. That night, instead of feeling drained, he felt calm. Peace, real peace, filled his heart. On the fourth day, heavy rain returned. Ryan's roof began to leak. He waited. Surely someone would knock, the way he always did for them. No one came. Not a single person. For a moment, he felt the old anger rising. Then something new appeared. Strength. He picked up his tools and fixed the roof himself. It took time, it took patience, but when he finished, Ryan sat under his repaired roof and whispered, "So this is what it feels like to depend on myself." Weeks passed. Ryan stopped running everywhere. He stopped sacrificing his sleep for people who never noticed. He woke up early. He worked on his home. He cared for his garden. And something unexpected happened. People began to respect him. Oliver stopped depending on him. Neighbors solved their own problems. The town stayed friendly, but Ryan was no longer treated like a tool. His house looked brighter. His garden bloomed. His face looked lighter. For the first time in years, Ryan laughed without feeling tired. One afternoon, Mr. Harris visited. He looked around the neat yard and smiled. "So," he asked gently, "did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Ryan smiled. "No, sir," he said. "My world finally started coming together." Mr. Harris nodded. "When you stop saying yes to everyone, you finally say yes to yourself." So let me ask you, are you like Ryan? Do you give even when it hurts? Do you say yes when your heart is screaming no? Remember this, saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you strong. You're choosing peace over pressure, respect over exhaustion. Your time matters. Your energy matters. Your life matters. Protect them, because the world will only respect you when you start respecting yourself.